welcome to another AIC review video. This time I'm going to be doing a quick review of a Vivitar DVR 782 HD. This is an action camera made by Vivitar, and I picked this up in hopes to get something in addition to my GoPro. If anybody's seen some of my other channels, I do have a GoPro that I use to record off-road trail videos, that sort of thing. But I wanted to get some additional ones, and GoPros kind of started about the 200 on up range, well in excess of $500 once you start throwing some accessories in there. And so I thought I'd try to pick up something a little bit less expensive, maybe get some more shots in when I'm going off-road. And so I thought I'd pick this up. It cost me less than $30 at the time I bought it. And I'll just first of all go through what you get with the camera. Obviously you get the camera. First thing you'll notice with the camera, as I hold it upside down, is it is very light. When I first got it, I actually did not think it had a battery in it because it was so light, because batteries for the most part are the heaviest part of the device. This is extremely light, so but there is a lithium-ion battery in there. And it does hold a charge for quite a while, surprisingly, for how small it is. You also get a waterproof case. This is all like the one that you get with GoPro. Makes it waterproof, and you can control some of the functions externally through the case, and I'll go over that in a little bit. You get a much needed USB cable. It's a mini USB, which is an older style, but still quite relevant for a lot of things. You get a handlebar mount, so you can mount it onto handlebars, I assume, of a bike or other motor vehicle. You get a helmet mount, so you can mount it obviously with a helmet, and with that you get a foam pad to reduce vibration, I would assume. That's kind of neat. You get a little case with a screw in the bottom so that you can have it mounted without actually having it in the plastic case onto like a tripod. And then you have a little disc with some software on it. I have not put this into my computer yet, so I'm not quite sure about the software on it. I run Windows 10 on my computer and it's not compatible, so I'm going to have to do some research to see if the software is compatible. It says Windows 7, so I'd assume it could work on Windows 10, but we'll have to see. Now, just a quick overview of the camera. On the top here, you have your power button and you have your shutter button. And on the side here, you have a switch, and the switch has 3 positions. All the way up is camera mode, middle is camcorder, and bottom is playback. And it's kind of hard to differentiate between the 3 sometimes. So playback, obviously, if you want to view what you've shot on here, and then video if you want to record, and all the way up to take pictures. Again, that's your shutter button, that's your microphone right there. Here on the side, this is your menu buttons to go through and change your settings. Like this records in 1080 or 720, so if you want to switch that, you change it there. Now this does, unlike GoPro, it does actually have a screen on it. So go ahead and turn that on. And the screen is pretty poor resolution. But it does have a screen, and I don't expect the screen on something like this to be very high resolution. And I'm in HD, which is 720. Now, I don't have a memory card in this right now, so I can't actually take any pictures or record any video. But I have recorded video and taken pictures with this. And I'll put those at the end of the video, and I'll talk about those here in a little bit. Now, with the plastic case, you can control on and off, and you can control the shutter. You cannot switch between modes from this plastic when the camera is inside this plastic case. So you kind of have to already know what you're going to want to do before you actually do it. So If you want to take pictures, great. If you want to take video, great. Just do it before you put the camera in here. And if you're going to be doing anything wet, you're not going to be able to change it very easily unless you get into a dry environment. Otherwise, you risk damaging the camera. I haven't used any of the other accessories except for the USB cable, of course, to charge it. I've just used the phone and this plastic case. Assuming not the phone, the camera and the plastic case. I've been reviewing a lot of phones recently. Now, the goal of this was to buy something that I might be able to use in tandem with my GoPro. And I will tell you, you can't do it. The quality of picture and video on this is pretty poor. Even set at the highest setting, it is not very good. I'm actually quite let down with the quality of the picture and video. It's kind of funny, if you've ever seen a Monet painting and you're up real close, it's really hard to tell what you're looking at because all you can see are the brush strokes, but as you pull away, the picture comes into focus. This is just the opposite. When you have something that's close up, that will be in focus and it's okay. But in the background, anything that's not, the focus of the picture is very washed out and it looks like it's been painted with brush strokes. It's kind of funny. You'll see that when I post the pictures and videos at the end of this. Now, what am I going to do with this? I spent my own money on it. I spent, I want to say it's $24, $25 on this. This is a perfect camera for my kids. I got them a digital camera, a kid's camera. I think it takes pictures at 1.3 megapixels. And my son's actually getting pretty good at taking a picture, but the quality of those pictures is horrendous. And they're tiny and they're terrible. So I'm going to give this to him and his sisters to play with. And he's going to get a chance to get a better picture. Now, this is not going to be studio quality photos, of course. It's going to a 6-year-old who wants to take pictures. And he will take okay pictures with it. It's not going to be anything about stellar or amazing, but it'll be a lot better than the camera he has now. And with this being a rechargeable camera, where his current one isn't, I can just recharge it instead of burning through AA's, which if any parent is out there knows is the bane of your existence, even with rechargeable batteries. So, if you have any questions about this camera, feel free to ask in the comment section below. Happy to answer. I'll also throw a link to it on Amazon. I would not recommend this as a replacement to a GoPro, but if you're looking for an inexpensive camera to give to a kid, I think it's perfect, actually. It's a sport camera, so it'll handle a lot of hard knocks, and it takes an okay picture, and it should last a decent amount of time, and it's very inexpensive. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.